So the question is, how far can you push someone until they snap? And can you be surprised if they do when you take advantage of the circumstances and your position of power? And what happens when someone takes matters into their own hands and becomes the judge, jury, and executioner? Hey, come on in, welcome. Thanks for joining me here on The Second Story, where we take the art of storytelling to the next level. I hope you enjoy how I put my own spin on these interesting, shocking, and mysterious true stories. So if you do, like, comment, subscribe, don't forget to hit that bell notification, do all the little things that make YouTube smile.
Perfect.
I wanna tell you about this lady. If you don't mind, I bring you back. She was born in England, Nottingham to be exact. Her name was Fanny, full name was Fanny Hyde. 1854 was the year that she arrived. Though this baby, a blessing. Conditions were less than, they didn't have much, and that goes without question. Every night they sat and prayed, knowing one day they had more. On top of that, sadly she lost her mother at 4. So her dad, John, no way he knew what to say, but if it made his daughter happy, he would do it that day. Working non-stop, still he's losing the pay, it's useless to stay. Let's go to the US of A. So they packed their bags in 65, they touched down in the land of opportunity. So much can be found, and demands at an all-time high, cause Civil War. When it came to workers' factories, they needed more, so it didn't take long. No longer waiting her turn, found herself on the job, and she was ready to earn. And see, she was just 10, but comprehended the rule that she would study at night, never neglecting her school. And now 5 years later, and she's still right on pace, growing up to be a fine young lady with pure grace. She got a new gig, and this one that she chose dealt with hair nets, so she would manufacture those. Happy plus thankful, all smiles when she clocks in. Good reputation, every day she went, she locks in. Little did she know that there was somebody watching. Own a married father of 5, Mr. Watson. And yeah, before long his actions became deceiving. He said, just step in my office, let's have a meeting, and I'ma get what I want, so don't deny me. And if you do, you're fired, so go and try me. These words went and rocked her to a core. This type of overtime she wasn't ready for. She couldn't lose her job, her family needed more. How much could she endure? She wasn't really sure. But after weighing the odds, she did submit, and he would hound her encounter she can't forget. I mean, surrounded for hours, can't get a grip. Live with the pain and the shame she can't admit, and only ugly words from his lips when he would call her. Told her, keep your mouth shut, he would surely blackball her. She had to fight alone with these demons running wild. Before long she learned she was due to have a child. Told her, quit the sobbing, you don't need a tissue, only need to take a sip of this to rid the issue. Yeah, we'll abort the baby so it's not involved. So take your quote-unquote medicine, problem solved. Try to run away, too scary facing this. She went and found herself a man, I mean a real relationship. Mr. Watson said he'd stop and quit, he promised it but never did. Instead he said, your new love, I don't acknowledge it. Down on her knees, praying to the Lord. All the faith has been lost and it can't be restored. Brought good to the world but it picked it apart. Let the devil inside and grew the wickedest heart. Now she's plotting, got a plan to leave him bleeding. Standing right outside his office as he's leaving. She raised a gun like, I bet this makes it even. No hesitation, right away she started squeezing. Even though she knows it's crazy ending it like this, she felt free, staring at his body so lifeless. She didn't even run and hide, didn't even want to lie. Peacefully she meets police, she just wants to tell them why. And at the trial the defense removed the veil, told the story of the treatment, every single detail. This Victorian age just brewed in the rage as they learned of a man they should have threw in the cage. And the jurors amazed, thinking all about her hell, so they can't say she's guilty. Yeah, 10 out of 12. And before the new trial was able to begin, she skipped town and was never seen again.
So when I reflect on this story, one of the first things that comes to mind is the torturous treatment that Fanny had to endure. According to all accounts, she was a hardworking young lady that was trying to do everything she could for her family. And it's just extremely upsetting that she had to experience a boss that would take advantage of his position in such a disgusting way. I'm sure the decision she ultimately had to make wasn't an easy one to come to. She probably saw it as her only option and her only way out. But I also can't help but think that aren't we all supposed to be held responsible for our actions? I mean, she did take a life in the end. But anyway, what do you think? What do you think happened to her? Did she go somewhere and start a new life? Or do you think something maybe more sinister happened? Let me know in the comment section. Leave your mark. I also wanted to mention that this is only the second video I've uploaded here to the channel. So make sure you click up here and check out the very first one. Oh yeah, by the way, I go by Frank Mizzy. You can find me on Instagram at Frank Mizzy. I'll put all that information in the notes section under this video, whatever that section's called, where all the important information goes. Anyway, I appreciate you stopping by and spending some time here on the second story. And until next time, be safe. Peace.